If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. This thing does not want to flip around. There we go. Wait for some people to get on here. What's going on, everybody? What's up, Sean? Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Helps tremendously. I could get into the analytics of how a like helps, but just know and trust it does help. What's going on, everyone? Appreciate all of you getting in the chat. I know I haven't been posting a lot on this channel, but I have on the More Motorsports channel. So if you haven't, go over there and subscribe. More Motorsports, just type that in YouTube search. What's going on, Dad? Tony Sanchez is my dad, just so everyone knows. I do love the truck too, Dad. This thing's awesome. What's going on, Josh? See that little wrench next to your name? That means you are able to handle whatever I don't see. So like if someone's talking some trash or whatever, you can go ahead and delete their comments. I like this to be as positive of a YouTube channel as I can possibly be. I know sometimes that doesn't always happen, but I'm doing my best. So feel free to delete any negativity you see. Appreciate you guys definitely checking in. Give it some more time for some more people to get on so I don't have to repeat myself 50 times on what I'm talking about here. Get you a little different view here. Going on, Eagle Eye? Philly? What's up? Oh, dang, Sean, that sucks. But I understand completely. I would get rid of everything I own just to take care of my family. And I know that would piss a lot of people off, but it is what it is. My family's more important. There's 16 people on here. 17 now. Don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. So while we're waiting for some more people to get on here, I got these coil springs that I took off of the Mazda truck whenever I did the lowering on it. And I'm thinking about cleaning them up and sending one to Aubrey in Killeen, Texas, to powder coat one of these. So that way, whenever I'm at like car meets or car shows or whatever, I can prop the hood open with this. I think that'd be pretty cool. Of course, I would do them lime green because why not? Right. Ooh, this thing's looking good still. Got that little sparkle to it. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. I love the way the bedliner texture paint looks. So, on the Mazda truck that I'm going to be K-swapping, I went to go get a K-Series engine today. I got there to the salvage yard. They stopped letting people in at 5. I got there at like 4:58, and I was waiting in line for a couple minutes. And then when I finally got up to the counter, the guy was like, nope, can't let you back there. I was like, I was here before 5, so I just need to go right in and grab that engine. I have cash in hand. And the dude was like, nope, sorry, come back tomorrow. I just drove all the way from Copper's Cove to 195 in Killeen just to get told no. I was like, cool, thanks for wasting my time. That's awesome, stunt car driver. I love the M90s. I still have one sitting right up here. M90s, really good superchargers, flow a lot of air, and the twin screw design is unmatched. I love them. The fuel efficiency, the way that they work, everything is just so great with these things. They can produce a ton of power. I was totally gonna put this on here before I found out that they actually had a CompTech kit, so that's why I went with the CompTech. But yeah, I'm not too mad that I went with the CompTech. It's great, and this is a daily, and you know, I'm not just trying to go fast. I want to go fast, have fun, and have something reliable. I know I'm asking for a lot, but it is what it is. But yeah, this car's been absolutely fantastic for me. And I'm going to be throwing that CompTech supercharger back on real soon. So, yeah. Junkyard here, worse than that. 430 less entry. They can't make up mind on age. Sometimes they say 16-year-old, and sometimes they won't. That's stupid. They won't let the 16-year-old. The salvage yard that I was going to in 195 in Killeen, I've always had issues with them in some way, shape, or form, but this really irritated me, so I think I'm going to take my money back to Budget Wrench Apart, because they never turn money down. I even showed them cash, and they were just like, sorry, nothing we can do. I'm like, so you don't want money right now, cash in hand. I need my K-swap. But it's fine. I don't even have all the stuff to put the K-Series engine in the truck yet. But, yeah, a lot of them you have to be 18 for liability reasons. I'm 31, so I have no issues, but I was carded once, ironically enough. I was like, dude, I'm 31 years old. Like, you don't look it. I was like, well, I don't care if I don't look it. I'm 31. So I had to show them ID. It was pretty funny, though. Let me go over here real quick. I'm gonna pop the hood. Nothing's changed under here. Still just daily mode, all motor. Once the supercharger goes back in, it's gonna be so much more fun. I'm not rebuilding it. Someone else is gonna be doing that. So once I get it back, we'll throw it in here. But I was gonna do the rebuild, but it was actually a lot easier since they have all the parts and stuff out of Waco, that they could literally just do it. I don't even remember the name of the company, but they're in Waco, Texas, and they said they'd rebuild it, so whatever. I'll just send it to them. I'd love to rebuild it for you guys on this channel, but first thing, the views are not up. Their views are down on everything on both channels, and the amount of time and editing and stuff I have, it has to make up for it, and my videos aren't getting views, so I'm not gonna put in 110% when I'm getting back only 1%. So, hope that makes sense to you guys. And for everyone who's a loyal fan of the channel, I appreciate each and every one of you who stuck around this long. Things will be getting better. It's just been real tough with my neighbors being, you know, whiny Karens. Not all of them, of course. George is a good guy. He actually loves the channel. And the guy over here from Jamaica, really good guy as well. He absolutely loves the channel. So I got some support around here, but I also have some haters. They literally try to ruin my videos while I'm out here recording for you guys. They're out there making a lot of noise, and they're doing it on purpose. They're staring at me while they do it, and it's kind of disruptive and a little bit disrespectful. So I found a thing that will probably piss them off a lot. I'll show you guys here in a minute. It's on the Mazda truck. But yeah. Gotta do what I gotta do. You're right about that. A little bit of everything. If you guys haven't, go over and check out a little bit of everything's channel. He's been working pretty hard over there on his channel, and he has a lot of content coming out soon, so definitely go over there, guys. But yeah, this thing's just doing fantastic. Couldn't have asked for a better vehicle. I've wanted an Acura TL for a very long time, and now that I got one, I'm just super excited still. Like, it's a daily, but it is a great car. Took it all the way Kansas and back with 0 issues, and just been fantastic. Sounds good, it's powerful. Even without the supercharger, it's absolutely great. A lot of cars try passing me whenever I'm trying to merge, and I'm like, nope, not today. Even without the supercharger. With the supercharger, it's even funnier, because I don't even have to downshift. I can be in 6th gear and just hit it to the floor, and they'll just pull away from them. A lot of them are usually Mustangs with loud exhaust, and I'm like, okay, were you trying to go fast? But awesome. Yeah, I love these little trucks, and a little bit of everything has one on there as well, so definitely go over there, guys. But since we got some people here, once we get to 20 likes, we'll go 20 likes, I'll show you something cool with the Mazda. At least I think it's cool. Something I've done, I should say. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and set the tripod down. Stop being all shaky. Sorry guys, I'm using my phone, not my GoPro. Fortunately, it's just a little bit easier to use the phone rather than the GoPro. I'm wearing my awesome shirt. that I got from Till Valhalla. A pretty cool little shirt. Of course, lime green is my color. A lot of you know this already. And it has the American flag, so representing. Almost to 20 likes, guys. There's 24 people watching. I know we can do this. Get them likes up. As soon as I see 20, I'm gonna go and show you what I did that my neighbors absolutely appreciate. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, for the people who didn't know. One away. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna go start the truck up and bring it in here. So if you are wearing headphones right now, you should probably turn the volume down. And if you are watching on a TV, definitely enjoy the raspiness of this truck. Hope you guys enjoyed this. All right. So, yeah, it definitely, the exhaust is a lot more free flowing now, you know what I mean? So, definitely pretty loud. My daughter actually said it sounds like a nice wet fart, so that's always funny. Well, she didn't use those exact words, but I used my imagination a little bit there on that. So the exhaust work, as you can see the welder over here, I've been practicing a little bit with my welds. They're not, you know, absolutely the prettiest or the most fantastic, but they are strong and they're holding up real well. So I'll show you under here real quick. Let me try to get this tripod adjusted. Sorry for the shakiness, everyone. That is where the exhaust is. And all I did was use factory components to do this. So you can see under here, you know, just right where the muffler was, it is now not. I welded it all up, like I said, not the most perfect welds, and I hangered it up, and it's holding, and it is obnoxious. I do plan on putting a cherry bomb or a glass pack style resonator in just to quiet it down a little bit, but yeah, it definitely fits the truck's look and turns a lot of heads for sure. Sounds like one of those prop planes, the propeller planes. Sounds like one of those whenever I'm going down the highway, just bring. I appreciate you guys hitting the like button though. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I sure enjoy it. My neighbors sure don't. Oh, sorry guys here. Trying to get you adjusted. Okay, I'm gonna read some of your comments. Yeah, side exit, I love it. I was actually thinking putting side exits right here, you know? Like right there. Someone said Yosh would have been epic once swapped. I never planned on swapping Yosh, like, even from the get-go, I didn't want to. The D15B, and it's still going, it's turboed, and it's still on the road. Like, it's a great little setup in there. Wish the Fleet Ranger's beds looked like the Miata beds. Yeah, I agree. The Mazda, did I say Miata? I said Miata. I'm a moron. Anyways, yeah, sounds like a crop duster. I agree, 100%. My daughter thinks it sounds like a fart. I already had it on. You're going to have to go back and watch that Barber's Life. Anyone that wants to hear it. I appreciate each and every one of you who watch the videos without skipping around and all that good stuff. It does help me. Right now, we are in one of the most financial struggles we've ever been in. And I'm doing the best I can. That's why I had to get this work truck so I can go make some, you know, a little extra dough here and there. But yeah, it's a great little truck. Right now we're just scraping by. It's why the content's been kind of slow. But once I get some money back, we'll definitely K-swap this thing. Let me go ahead and pop the hood real quick on this one. Okay. So if you didn't already see my other video, I did the custom cold air intake setup. It's just using the factory air box and gold reflective tape. The inside filter is actually a pod filter instead of a drop box filter. And on the bottom of the intake box, it's actually widened out a little bit, so it sucks more cool air in versus the factory setup with smoother piping that I just had laying around. It's the 2.3, new plugs, new wires, coil, a valve cover gasket, intake gasket. Fuel injectors have been cleaned. The fuel filter's brand new, fresh oil change, you know, all the good stuff. But yeah, this is definitely going to be fun once it's K-swapped. Probably just going to put a K24. They're the easiest to find. You can get them in the Accords. They're pretty good engines. Right off the bat, I'm just going to get it running. I'm not going to try to go for like stupid power. So just getting it in will be the main thing, and then I can upgrade the cylinder heads to the K24 A2 heads and do all that stuff. But I have to get a custom intake manifold, it's like $600 or $700, and it routes the intake this way. So that way, once the K-Series in here, I'll be able to have the filter and stuff come off this way. The exhaust will have to be a custom downpipe and all that stuff. But yeah, it should be pretty fun. And it'll have a lot of power, and yes, I will definitely be doing videos of this thing doing some skids and stuff. Lots of burnouts, all kinds of fun stuff. So that stuff's all coming once I can financially afford it. Like I said, right now, things are a little tough, so you guys will just have to bear with me. I'm trying to think of some ideas, some good stuff that you guys would be able to watch, and stuff I could afford to do. So appreciate you joining in on this video, hitting that like button, sharing my videos around. I have a bunch of old stuff for the people who are new here. If you guys want to watch that stuff, I have playlists made. I have tons of old videos, so appreciate you guys. But yeah, it's definitely a good looking little truck. I've got about $2,800 into it total. That's including purchase price. So it's not bad. I bought it for $2,500. I already had the wheels, so those were free. I had the paint to paint the wheels, so that was free. I had the green to paint the green parts on it, so that was free. The drop kit was $200 for the entire 3.5 drop, 3 inches in the front, 5 in the rear. And then I put tags and insurance on it and stuff. That's basically, I mean, that and a little bit of tune-up stuff. So I probably have closer to $3,000 total. That's really not a bad truck at all. It runs great. I had to drain the transmission fluid out and put fresh fluid in it because it was shifting kind of funny, but now it's great. I can't believe that these things take automatic transmission fluid. It's a manual transmission and they take automatic transmission fluid. It's just the weirdest thing ever, but pretty good interior. It's pretty standard and basic interior. It doesn't even have a tape deck or CD player, just has the radio. So that'll change eventually. Not a big issue right now since it's just a work truck, but it is nice to have, you know, play some Tom McDonald or something on there. Yeah, something good. Let me try to read some of your comments. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to ignore. Gutted factory box, nice little truck, looking good. Thanks, appreciate that. 2-stall garage. K-swap, rev through the roof. Yeah, this thing, it's running a lot better. It's actually a lot quicker than when I got it now, since I did some free flow exhaust mods that I'm not at liberties to discuss. But just use your imaginations, you'll figure it out. It definitely flows really good now, and it actually gets up to speed pretty quick. It's not quite, you know, Acura TL quick, but it is definitely quicker than it was. So the TL definitely is way, way, way faster. My wife's MDX is faster than this, but this thing is definitely faster than when I got it. I can actually do the highway speeds now. I was actually passing people. I was kind of impressed for it being a turd when I got it. Put a roll pan on the back since I'm not going to be pulling anything with it. I thought about doing that actually, but I might pull a small trailer. You know, like a lawnmower size trailer. Something that I can put some, you know, like mowers and other things on. Nothing huge though. Nothing that this thing can't pull. But yeah, that's why I kept the rear bumper instead of going with the roll pan idea. I thought the same thing. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a bed cover just because they look better, and you know how aerodynamics work. I don't know if you guys watched the Mythbusters thing about the tailgates being removed, but Mythbusters proved that tailgates being removed actually hurts your aerodynamics instead of helps it. So I will be keeping tailgate for sure. Yeah, it'll be a tonneau cover, but I'm going to probably custom make it instead of buying one. Yeah. Yeah. But, oh, sorry, I'm reading. I'm distracted easily. Oh, there's so many good first cars. I definitely recommend a 92 to 2000 Civic as your first car. You can do a lot of learning with those. If they break, the parts are cheap. You can literally build on a foundation with those and then upgrade later, or just keep them and shoot for the crazy 10s or faster 9s. Those cars have a lot of potential, and they're pretty affordable when you break them. So I definitely recommend that. Speed Freak, I think that's who said it. Yeah. Paint match that says VTEC kicked in, yo. So on the back, I'm actually thinking about doing an American flag silhouette, sort of. I saw it at a car meet thing, and I thought it was pretty cool. I might do that on here, but this is going white bed liner. A lot of people don't like that I bed line everything, but it's also not their cars, so that's all good. So yeah, it'll be white bed line, so basically the same color, just way more durable paint since it is a work truck. The bed liner actually cleans very easy, and it doesn't get dirty very easily compared to this kind of paint. For some reason, these just get dirty super easy. But yeah, the TL, definitely getting supercharger back soon. Throw it on. I don't know if I'll do a video of reinstalling the supercharger. A lot of people were saying that that's kind of pointless to video, so I don't know. What do you guys think? Just let me know. Put the supercharger back on and enjoy it. But I'd like to go to the track with it. Like I said, I just don't have the money for upgraded CV axles, and every time I go to the track, I always break something, and that's the first thing to break. These 6-speed manuals are not cheap to find, so if I break one of those, I am really screwed. So a lot of people are wondering why I haven't taken it to the track. That is why. It's mostly due to funds, and I'm not made of money. I'm actually definitely hurting right now. But either way, I appreciate you guys clicking that like button. Well, I already know. I had a supercharged Philly. I had a 3800 Series 2 supercharged GTP, and we were going to put that engine in my brother's Fiero, which would have been really sick, but he got rid of the Fiero. He wasn't really into cars. Not my younger brother, AJ. I'm talking about my older brother, Nick. But yeah. Well, thanks, Sean. Mad love. So I gotta go. Keep up the good work. Come back around to you. Appreciate you stopping by, hitting that like button, and sharing my videos. You guys are awesome. What's going on? I don't have the GTP. I can't keep all the cars I built. I mean, I've had 60 cars. I don't have the GTP anymore. That was like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Yeah. So, a lot of people ask why you get rid of your cars so much. You guys like content, right? Because whenever I get rid of a car, that's more content. Just like when I got this truck, that is now more content. It's kind of a need thing, not a want thing. If I could keep all of my builds, I definitely would. But since this is how I make money, I do YouTube, and I got to take care of my family and all kinds of other things. So they're more important. If I had to sell the TL, the truck, and the MDX just to make ends meet, I would do it in a heartbeat. But like I said, a lot of people would hate that, but I would hate that. But I got to do what I got to do, so I'm not doing that. just to clear the air. I'm not doing that. But I'm just saying, if I had to, I would do it in a heartbeat. So I get rid of vehicles, sometimes out of necessity, sometimes out of I'm bored with it and I want to do something for you guys that's different. So that's where this truck comes into play. I can use this thing, definitely go parts running, load it all up, and it's a good truck. In Kansas, the dynos there are a dime a dozen. Well, more like a dozen. Okay, how do I explain this? The dynos in Kansas are expensive, super expensive. So every time I was trying to go to a dyno in Kansas, they wanted $500 just to put it on there. So I never got to put it on the dyno. Here, they're a lot cheaper here in Texas. There was only like 2 or 3 dynos in the whole state of Kansas that I found publicly. There were people with private dynos, but they weren't letting people use them. So, yeah. It's kind of one of those things. I wish I was able to put the GTP on and find out, but I never did. It was just, you know, intake, exhaust mods, and it ran great. It was a pretty quick vehicle, but I had to get rid of that one because the transmission blew, and we were in between moving houses. So, yeah, I had no choice. It was out of necessity on that one. I did not want to get rid of it. Also, the junkyards where I lived in Kansas, garbage. They didn't have anything in them. So any parts we needed, they had to be brand new. The ones that were in Wichita, Kansas had already been picked through. So all the junkyards basically never had anything good in them, like the ones here in Texas do. But yeah, can't wait. Get this B2300 swapped over. But the engine right now is doing good. It's pretty strong. So I'm going to keep it in here as long as I can. I guess I can't say as long as I can because I've seen these things run for over 300,000 miles. But I am going to keep it in here for a while. Try to get everything, because what I'm going to have to do for the K swap on this thing, I'm going to have to do a Miata 5-speed transmission. So the Mazda Miata 5-speed, they make a K swap adapter plate to adapt a K series directly to the Miata transmission. And since this is a 5-speed, it should bolt right up. I'm going to have to do a lot of looking into this because nobody's done this yet. So, yeah, that's the main thing I have to worry about is, like, what transmission am I pairing the K-Series to? This transmission is working perfectly fine, but with no adapter plate to just adapt it, and I already checked, I can't use the Miata adapter plate. It's not the same style as the 1.8 to the 2.3, which is in here. So I don't know anybody to make custom adapter plates. I don't know anybody to do all that. All this stuff has to be done by me, and I'm by myself 99% of the time. I mean, as you can see, there's nobody else here. It is all me. Everything I do, it's pretty much me. I miss having my brother AJ here, but he's in Kansas with his family, and I don't see him coming back anytime soon, which sucks, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's like the main thing that sucks, because me and my brother make a really good team, but he's just in Kansas, and I can't ever see me moving back to Kansas and justifying any reason to move back to Kansas. The place is a dead end. It's just crap. For me, at least. If you live there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you still live there. But yeah, a lot of my family live there, and I just feel bad for them. They just need to get out of there. Place is hell on flat land. But yeah, it's going to be pretty fun, and I appreciate all of you guys that support this. A lot of people are like, don't K-swap it, put a V8 in it. That's cool and all. Everybody's done that. Nobody's done one of these K-swapped, except for the guy that did one in the rear. He took the bed out, he chopped the bed open, and took a front end off of an EP3, I believe, and bolted the whole thing up underneath there and welded brackets and everything and made that front wheel drive engine transmission whole under hood assembly just back here. So the engine was actually back here and not up front. It was on a form. There was no videos of it running that I could find. So I just thought it was pretty interesting, but I'm not doing that. I am definitely not doing that. I need the bed for hauling stuff, and I will definitely be doing, you know, I'm going to drive the hell out of this thing. Once it's K-swapped, it's going to be fun. Like, I'm going to spin donuts. I'm going to do all that crap. Also be welding the diff up, and I don't care who approves of that or not, because I love welded diff life. All my 240, my Miata, all my 240s, all 3 or 4 of them that I had, all had welded diffs, and they were beautiful. I loved them. Yeah, sure, I can just get a posi rear end, but that's cha-ching, and I ain't got cha-ching. So, you know, probably weld the diff up, probably do it on my More Motorsports channel, weld the diff up on this and go take it out for some skids. Even with the way it's set up now, now that the engine's actually running pretty optimal, it should do pretty good. When it's raining out, this thing gets 0 traction whatsoever. But I know this isn't a Honda, but I do have Honda intention for it, so that's why I'm featuring it on the channel. I try to keep it strictly Acura Honda, so on this channel. But this will definitely be a K-swap car. At least that's the goal. Life has a funny way of working out, so if I can't afford to do it, I will definitely let you guys know, but I'm going to work my absolute hardest to make it happen. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I'm definitely willing. Yeah, I'm probably going to get another like diff just in case. Like, I don't want the welded diff in there for the K-swap, but for right now I'll probably just weld it up. I know that how it is when you turn them. I've daily drove in Kansas during snowy and icy weather on solid welded diffs, and I loved it. Actually, they were a lot easier to drive for me, and drifting was way more fun. But yeah, definitely gonna throw the supercharger back in soon. As soon as I get all that stuff back, then it should be fun. I was gonna try to head over to AGN to my buddy's B16 turbo Civic on the dyno, but that didn't work out, so just really sucks. I want to get you guys some of that content. Maybe we'll go do some pulls in it, or I'll drive around and interview them. Are you guys interested in any of that? Definitely let me know. But yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't realize there was comments. I honestly want a TL manual. They're rare to find. Yeah, this was rare to find. This manual TL was super hard to find, but I found it. I never knew that on the Miata tranny. Yeah, they make a full K-swap setup for the Miata. It costs like $5 grand, but that's like the full kit. For the adapter plate, it's like 500 bucks, so that's pretty cheap. I mean, affordable. That's not cheap. I can't afford 500 right now, but the adapter plate to the transmission for the K-series. So that's why I'm thinking going with the Miata transmission. I might have to do something custom with the drive shaft. Like I said, I don't know anybody to do all that stuff, but I know it can be done. Now, this is great how it is. I put the J35, what was it? J35 Z6 intake manifold, or yeah, I think that's what it was, or A6. I can't remember off the top of my head. This is larger than the manifold I had on here. This is a J37 throttle. If you didn't watch any of my other videos, I highly recommend going back and watching them. I dyno the video before and after and show the mods and so on and so forth. But this setup is absolutely perfect. I am not changing it, other than throwing the supercharger back on it. But yeah, this is great the way it is. The fuel economy is great. The power is great, even as it is. Like, I even considered selling the supercharger to help fund the K-swap on the truck, but I don't know if I can bring myself to doing that. I love the supercharger on this car. I guess we'll see what happens. How's that sound? I'm not gonna make any promises or plans. We'll just see what happens. I roll with the punches. I'm like water. I just go with the flow of things. So a lot of people ask why I say I'm gonna do something and don't do it. It's just how it works out. I just roll with it. Yeah, a lot of people don't even know about the Venturi effect, so that's pretty good. Doing a lot of research is awesome. I actually do a lot of research myself, so yeah, we'll see what happens, Josh. I mean, I don't want to sell the supercharger, but if I don't know, I could throw it back on here, enjoy it, just keep dailying this thing and enjoying the crap out of it. Or I can sell the supercharger, take that money, and put it into the K-swap. But if I was to sell it, it'd be $2,000 on the supercharger. Those are very rare, hard to find, and nobody would want to pay it. So my odds of never being able to sell it would be very high. I know a lot of people are probably wanting to hear the TL. I don't know about you guys, but I like revving it up, so I'm gonna go ahead and start it up for you guys. Well, I plan on putting it back on. The man with the plan. But yeah, I'm gonna go start this up for you. I'm gonna let it warm up for a minute.